My heavens, it is very, very dark and spooky, scary here. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Tritoncraft. Hello. Hi. There's fireworks going off. I am standing in the mouth of the Warden, in the center of the ancient city that we found so seemingly long ago. Real time, probably so long ago. Not so much episode-wise here. Hang on, excuse me for just a moment. Ah, so much better. So much better. You can see my beautiful face. You can see my liar's glasses. I'm probably never ever going to fix the face on this thing. We're just going to wear the liar's glasses forever. It's fine. I've accepted it. It's fine. But we are here, ladies and gentlemen, in the deep. I never realized there was a skulk shrieker up there. Look at that guy. Never saw that. Also, I just saw... Did I see diamonds? Yep. Diamonds over there. Tons of diamonds everywhere down here that I have not collected because I don't need them. I have like tons of stacks of just diamond ore blocks. I'm going to start like doing my Doc M77 and building redstone contraptions out of diamond. I'm stalling, Nick. Stop. You only have like 8 minutes on this potion here. So get talking about whatever's going on here today. We're in the deep dark, ladies and gentlemen, because I had a super neat idea. At least I think it's a neat idea. And I started doing it in my hardcore world. So I tried to do I was going to do another hardcore world to kind of promote Livestream for the Cure, which is a charity event that I put on every single year. Hopefully this will be out before this year's event, but just in case it's not, May 18th through the 20th, come and help us raise money for cancer research. We're raising $25,000 for the Cancer Research Institute. 100% of proceeds, every single penny goes to immunotherapy research. So hopefully this will be out before then, because I'm kind of treating this as like a little break, and this is going to just be an intro to this project. So I don't think we're going to do like a full thing on it, because this is going to take a long time. This is going to be a super big project to work on. But like I said, we're here in the ancient city, and in my hardcore world, I had this idea that I wanted to do an ice boat racetrack in the ancient city, utilizing the skulk shriekers and the skulk sensors and things like that. So that way, when you're racing around the track, you can get the darkness effect. You could summon in wardens and things like that are going to be on the track through subsequent laps. And since my hardcore world, I wasn't really into it, and I think I did 2 episodes of it maybe. But I've got Tritoncraft here, and we've got an ancient city here that I've already explored. Now, I wish there were a few more skulk shriekers here. I wish I hadn't removed quite so many of them. But that's okay, because we don't want continual hazards along the racetrack. We just want some. So what I want to do is I kind of want to walk you through the racetrack as it is. See, there's diamonds there. I want to walk you through the racetrack as I've envisioned it. I don't know where the starting line's going to be just yet. I have no idea where we're actually going to start the race. I'm thinking maybe over there somewhere. There's more diamonds up there on the wall. See them? Behind the skulk stuff? Anyway. Yeah, I want to show you guys kind of the outline of the racetrack here. We're calling this the Warden Grand Prix. The Warden Grand Prix we're going to do down here in the ancient city. I knocked this up the other day on a stream. I just kind of outlined the basic shape of the track. Shape of the track is somewhat subject to change, but I really do like the layout because it kind of goes all around this ancient city. The other great thing about it is no mobs are going to spawn on it, so we can keep the light levels really low. Obviously, we can see really well now because we have our potion on, but once our potion wears off, you can't see anything down here. It's so freaking dark. I think we're honestly going to play with that to our advantage. Like, you'll be able to see the track somewhat, but then if you get that darkness effect when you go over and like you activate a shrieker, then all of a sudden it's going to be like, wow, where did the track even go? And plus with some of the twists and turns, it might get a little bit tricky to navigate. So anyway, let's go through the walk here. So right here from the portal, there's going to be a tunnel that's going to come through the wall here, and we'll get to the other side of it all the way over on the other end of the racetrack. But there's going to be a tunnel that's going to come through the wall here because the track is going to go right along the edge here and along the outskirts of the ancient city here. And we're going to come down through here. So now there's some sensors here, but there's no shrieker, so no warden danger over here or anything like that. And then our track is going to kind of continue. It's going to skim along this wall here, but then it's going to turn and it's going to punch through. We got to remove a lot of stuff to do this, unfortunately, but this just kind of is what it is. We're going to punch through the wall here, and we're actually going to go along the edge of this lava lake here. And we're going to approach our first hazard in the racetrack, because we're going to go along the edge of the racetrack until we get to, I think it's like right, yeah, it's like right here, I think. Like this line here. because you see those two blue soul flame lanterns right there. That's an actual archway in the ancient city, and that's going to be, we're going to pass right underneath that. So our bridge is going to be like right here, but you see that that's going to take us right by this Skulk Shrieker right here. Now, I placed this sensor here because there wasn't a sensor here. I think I removed them all, but that Shrieker is natural. So if we activate that accidentally, we're going to get that darkness effect. And we're going to get a Warden too. Oh, God. Oh, God, Nick. Nick! Stop it. Why am I this way? Why am I this way? Okay. You see how dark it gets though with the darkness effect. Like, you see how crazy that could be during a race, right? Like, how insane that could be to try to deal with that. Where did that jerk go? Hello? Where are you? Oh, there he is. Oh. We don't want to get any closer. I just want him to despawn so I can kind of continue you guys along the little tour that we're going to do here. Oh, he scared me. Finally, geez, he was milking that. All right, so anyway, back to our tour here. The track is going to continue past our first hazard here, past our first Skulk Shrieker, and it's going to go straight down through here, straight through here, straight through this archway of the ancient city, and then, let me get this out of here. I forgot to remove that during the stream. I knew there was an extra block there, and I forgot about it until just now. We also have just some, like, extra random stuff, like here, like, all this stuff. Like, we're going to clean this ancient city up, like, a lot. And I want to collect up all this Skulk stuff, because we'll probably use it for decoration, and just so I have some more of it, because I don't have, like, a whole lot of, like, Skulky stuff. And I like it. It's cool. And I want to use it in more stuff in Tritoncraft going forward. But anyway, then you're going to turn right here. There's going to be a big wall right here. I'm thinking maybe out of tinted glass so you can still see the other side of the track, but of course you can't get to it. And then you're going to continue down this corridor right here. Down this corridor. And then I'm actually going to start crouching because I know over here, there's another Shrieker over there. And if we set it off, it's going to summon another Warden. You can see that's just outside of the spawn radius of the ancient city here. So basically we're going to go here, and then a tunnel is going to turn, and a tunnel is going to take us, bam, straight through this wall. So now let me go over here. Let's hopefully not activate that Shrieker. Tunnel's going to pop out over here. Okay. And then the tunnel is going to go straight down through. Ooh, you see it right there? There's our Shrieker right there. Another hazard in the track right there. Ooh, I like it. I like it so much. I want this race to be dangerous. I want that to be like a threat. Like, ooh, the Warden could come and you could summon a Warden accidentally. And oh my God, by darkness effect. Now wait until you see like how dark it is through here. A lot of these torches are going to get removed. We're probably going to do like soulfire torches, soulfire lanterns and things like that. But it's not going to be like super lit up like this. Like even this is too much light for what I want for the racetrack. I want you to like really like, it's going to be tough. But I do want to do another vision potion so that way I can show you guys like what we're looking at in here. Give me that. So yeah, so we continue along here, and now our racetrack is going to split. You're going to have to go either left or right around this central structure here, but you can see here two hazards on the left coming up here. There's two Shriekers, one here more in the midground and then one back there in the background. Both of those have sensors around them. And the good thing is you can add more sensors around them if you want to... You can add more sensors around these if you want these to trigger like from different areas. It's like as long as the sensor's like within reach of the Shrieker, it should be fine. You can also, like if you know the track. I think that was a Warden digging back in. So that must have been somebody I summoned previously, like last time I was playing in here. Like on the stream. Because I summoned like 1 million Wardens on the stream. But yeah, so you got to go one of the two ways around this structure. You could run into more Warden trouble over there. I think we'll add some kind of hazard on this side, so you got to kind of pick your poison. But then the tracks come back together and we go through here. This is subject to change because I was thinking about maybe widening this out because there's another Shrieker somewhere along this area here where we could potentially take advantage of that. And then we're going to turn here. And then we're going to end up, I think we're safe through this area. So then the track's going to take us down here. This is probably going to widen out big time, like around the backside there. If you remember me shrieking in terror for my life When I first encountered the Warden in the ancient city, it's because I was standing on top of that pole and got blasted. Oh, crap. I don't like it! Ooh. Come on, no more darkness, no more darkness. Let me go. Okay, he's pretty far away, so I should be okay down here. So the track's going to continue down through here. Again, you saw there's another hazard right there. And then we're going to get down here and the track's going to turn. And we're going to make our way down over here, down through this back area. We got to clean up a bunch of this stuff, a bunch of these blocks, a bunch of this lava too is going to get cleaned out of here. Track's going to turn around this way, and then we're going to turn back through this way, go through this archway for this structure here. And then we're going to go into another tunnel here, and this tunnel is what leads us all the way back over to where our portal is and where our tunnel inevitably is going to pop back out back over in this area. So as you can see, like, ooh, eat something. As you can see, we've got our work cut out for us. This Warden Grand Prix is going to be like a huge undertaking. So this is probably going to be a 2-part video. I'm going to do some work on it. What I might do is like, because it helps me to take like a break from like prepping live stream for the cure stuff, but I do want to try to have this out ahead of time, if for no other reason than to promote the event that I'm hosting, because it's important to me to raise money for cancer research. Again, please come donate. Please. I would really appreciate it. But you know, nevertheless, I think this is such a cool project. So what I'm going to do, first video, we'll be taking a break here in just a couple moments. I'm going to do a ton of digging, like an absolute ton of digging. And then we'll kind of come back and we'll go over like the final layout of the track. And then I'm going to need to get an absolute megaton of ice. We're going to do like mostly packed ice, but then we'll do some blue ice in patches to increase the speed, like on some of the straightaways, and like there might be like a couple of like corners and stuff like that where you can catch a little blue ice boost and things like that. I'm not 100% sure yet. We've got to kind of figure out exactly the mechanics, and like I said, I've got to figure out where on earth I want the actual starting line of this thing to be, because I don't know exactly where the starting line of the racetrack is going to be. I thought about trying to do something where the racetrack would come straight down, like as you can see, that's where it goes around the back there. I thought about turning it and bringing it straight down the center line here, but I want to use the whole ancient city, and I kind of like the idea of it going all the way through the entire thing. We could also, like, I don't know, like I still want to incorporate it, but I'm still not 100% sure how. So until I can really figure out how to incorporate how, we're not really going to worry about it. And there he goes. He just despawned. Thank God. Whew. Jeez. A lot of these, like I said, a lot of them, like there was treasures and shriekers and stuff like that in here. I've removed a bunch of them, but I'm kind of okay. That's what, like 4 or 5 shrieker traps, basically 4 or 5 different areas along the racetrack where you can summon the Warden. So it's not like a constant danger of darkness effect and Warden and things like that, but it's at least enough of a danger where you've got to be conscious of it. And like going through those areas, like, how exactly are you going to pass through them? Like, you know, and maybe there'll be like a little slow patch or something. Maybe I'll even put like a little slow patch or something where there'll be like just wool area where you can just like, ooh, if I don't want to get that darkness effect, you know, I can sneak over the wool or something like that. I don't even know. I haven't really figured out any of the logistics of any of that kind of stuff yet, but enough talk, Nick. Maybe some time-lapse stuff in here, maybe not. Depends if I really feel like bringing the camera account down here, because it will probably get Wardenificated. But anyway, yeah, we are going to set up just throw the rocket. Really? Yeah, we are going to set about like the process of actually digging the tunnels and getting this thing. Gimme all this nonsense. None of this needs to be here. Yeah, we're going to set about the process of building the tunnels and the track and everything like that for this racetrack, and really laying the first foundation for this thing. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Oh, I should probably, can you guys see me? I can very, very, very faintly make out the super, super awesome liar's glasses that, of course, I'm wearing on my face, but why is it so dark in here? Maybe because we're standing in the finished outline of the racetrack for the Warden Grand Prix. Woo! Oh, I'm so excited to show you guys the racetrack layout that we have come up with. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So here in the ancient city, when I first discovered this place, and you can even go and check this out in the episode, whichever episode it was, we'll put a card up there in the corner of the screen for whichever episode it was that I first found the ancient city. I spammed torches everywhere. So not only have we finished the outline of this racetrack, we have also gone around the ancient city and we have removed every single torch. Maybe. At least as far as I know. I have also planted literally an absolute ton of these glowberries everywhere because I wanted something that was going to be kind of like a nice natural light source that wasn't going to look like torch spam everywhere. I've still got to finish some decorations and things like that, but those are going to have to wait until the next episode because I told you guys this was going to be a two-parter because I want this out before the live stream for the cure. But we're over here in the starting area of the racetrack. Let me get you guys actually over. Okay, that was net distance gained of 0. Good. So over here next to the portal, I had to change the exit to our little tunnel that we dug, the 2,000 some block tunnel that we dug from the magical village that used to come out over here. I had to turn it because, well, it ended up going into where the racetrack ends up going. So we turned it right here. So we come up out of the underground here, and then we enter this area. Now, this is going to be a big, like, starting building. Like, this is going to be like your big, like, racetrack welcome center. You're going to be able to go in there and read some stuff about the racetrack, and I don't know what I'm going to fill it with yet, but I want it to kind of be like a cool visitor center, and it's also going to be where you're going to be able to move into, like, the pit area. Okay, so we're going to have pits in here on this side over here that we've got to enter into this area here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to also replace this little structure here. There's a little building right here. And I know you guys can't see, but I'm kind of intentionally keeping it dark right now because I want you to see some of what the ambiance of this track is going to look like. Now, there are going to be literally a ton of soulfire lanterns everywhere. I do want light. And I don't want super bright light like these glowberries are going to lend. I want just these soulfire lanterns, and you're going to see some of that effect as we get further into the track where there's only soulfire to see. So yeah, we're going to have a big building back here that's going to be really well lit, and we're going to have just tons of stuff going on in there, maybe refreshments and food, and our pit area where you can get into your boats and you can move out into the starting area. So our starting area is right here. Basically going forward this way. When you start the race, you're going to start like out here, or maybe you'll even start like right here underneath this archway. I've got to fix this here. This doesn't look exactly like I want it to. I want to actually tweak this just a little bit and kind of fix that up just a little bit. You can already see though, like the darkness ahead, like the ambiance that this moves out into. Guys, I'm so excited to show you this. I really, really am. Well, basically, whenever everybody gets out of their starting blocks and stuff like that, they're going to come, and either the starting line is going to be right in this area here, or it's going to be right over here, okay? And then you're going to take off, and you're going to launch down this way, and you're going to make your way down through here, and then we're going to take our drifting turn over here to the right, and start making our way into the ancient city proper. Now, this is where we're going to start getting into some of our jump scares. I have, however, removed all of the skulk sensors that will activate Warden shriekers, like naturally generated shriekers, the ones that'll cause the darkness effect and the Warden to appear, because it just got really annoying trying to build this thing with Wardens constantly spawning, so I removed all of the skulk sensors. As long as you don't move the Shrieker is what needs to be naturally generated. The sensor can be anywhere. So I've got a whole bunch of sensors, and we're going to basically make sure that these Warden traps can get activated a lot. And we're also going to have dummy traps. You're going to see some of those in a few minutes here when we get around the bend of this track here. We've got dummy shriekers as well, where you're going to get the shrieking, and it's going to be like, oh no, but no darkness effect, no Warden, because I placed them. So we come underneath here. This is kind of the ambiance. You can get a sense for how much light there's going to be in the track if you look at this here. And this is just coming through the natural structure of the ancient city. I wanted to keep this as intact as possible. And now you can see some of our player-placed skulk sensors and skulk shriekers that we can activate here. I'm really, really excited for this because, like I said, you're going to have that minimal amount of light, so you're not going to super be able to see like what's ahead on the track and whatnot, but you're going to be able to see it enough to where you're going to see shriekers, and then like literally, like you can't help but set them off. You can't help it because I put skulk sensors everywhere. You'll also see there's those growing vines They're not the hanging vines, the red ones, the crimson ones. They're the blue ones from the nether. They are the perfect color scheme to kind of continue in this area, so I figured we'd throw them in here. But basically we continue. Uh-oh, I think I still see a torch. Oh no, we missed one. Oh no. Give me that. Any more? No. I don't think so. Boop. I know, it's spooky scary. I'm actually crouching right now, so that way you guys can't get like spammed with all the nonsense. Now you can see there's a lot. So I ran into problems building this track where a lot of mobs were falling from. There's like, I found like 6 spawners, and there's like 2. It might be one big one, or it might be 2 separate mine shafts that are directly above. They're literally sitting on top almost of the ancient city. Literally found like 2 spider spawners, 2 cave spider spawners, a zombie spawner, and a skelly spawner. 1 or 2 or 3 of those spawners are all within a very short distance of each other. So I could create some kind of skulk farm or something like that if I use some skulk catalysts and just have like some kind of stone generator or something like that, just kind of generating things. And that way I can use skulk as a building block. That could be something cool to build, but essentially, like, you can kind of get an idea for how I want the ambiance of the track to look. I don't want it to be brightly lit. I want it to be so that you're going to have to struggle to see as you go around the track. But one thing I don't want is mobs. So all in these caverns up above here, you'll see in a ton of places tucked way up on the ceiling and stuff like that, you'll see a whole bunch of glowberries. I've tried to add as many as I can. There probably will need to be more that get added, and they'll grow all down through the ancient city. So you'll see light elsewhere, but not on the track. And that's kind of the really cool thing to me is it's going to really make it dark, so you can't see much of anything on the track. Now, I've been working on this for a while now, so I kind of just know the layout. I know you can't see very well, especially with Lord knows what YouTube's going to do to it, so I do apologize for that, but I really want you to get a sense. I removed every torch. Did I just see one over there? Oh no, those are candles. I've removed every torch I could from the ancient city, so that way it was super dark in here. But let's drink a darkness potion so you guys can actually see what we're looking at in here. There we go. All right. So yeah, you can see here now we got these growing vines up in here. And I really do love those. Try to actually get like up above something here. There we go. So we're going to put more decorations and stuff in here. We're also going to have some soul lantern light and things like that in that area there. It's going to be really cool. We're also going to have some more of that kind of stuff over there. I separated these 2 out here because I decided I wanted to put something in the middle in there, in between the 2 roads that we're going to pass by each other. We talked about that in the first part, how I wanted those roads to kind of circle up and go back. That Skulk Shrieker right there is a naturally generated one. It's just kind of floating a block off the ground, so we need to make sure that one is going to have sensors that are going to connect to it that are going to be able to set off and summon a Warden. This one here as well is also naturally generated, so we're probably going to put a Skulk sensor like right down here, like right on the outside of the boat track here, close enough to this thing to be able to activate it, hopefully. And like I said, this is going to be a dangerous race because there's going to be any number of different places where you're going to be able to summon in a Warden. And then like your first lap is going to be super chill. First lap, you're not going to really have a lot to worry about. And then all of a sudden the second lap, when you're coming back around, you're going to have darkness effect whenever you get into the range of the Wardens, and you're going to have Wardens all over the track. All over the track, which is also going to make it fun to like reset the race like in between races, but that's another problem to deal with another day. So after we come through the little tunnel there, you guys can see this tunnel here, of course, that we walked through. This is from our starting area over here. We put another bridge in here over the lava. I've got to put a Skulk sensor down there for that one too. And I've got to probably move that because that'll grow down into the track. I don't want these glowberries to grow down into the track either. Any of these ones that are actually like riding the walls and stuff will probably move too, because I don't want it to be super bright. Well, maybe near the starting area it can be. We'll probably have brighter lights and stuff like that over here, but yeah, like I really love this. You cross over here, you go down through here, and then you go down through here. Continue all the way down through here. Mobs were spawning like crazy up there. Had to add a ton of glowberries. We're going to take a circle around here, hairpin turn, all the way around. Drift around back here and head back through this area here. Stop yelling at me. Yeah, no, there's no way to stop it. It's going to keep you on your edge. It's going to keep you on edge the whole time. And then we come down to this area here, where, as we talked about in that first part, our path is going to split. So this is a little bit more challenging here because your right-hand pathway, there's no Skulk Shrieker over there. There's no chance of summoning a Warden over there, so you could be safer going over here. But if you do take this right path, look at this. You're going to have pretty much a 90-degree turn as you get down here to the end, which you could possibly be slowed down. This one here is a lot more gradual and a lot more direct, but of course that is a naturally generated Shrieker. You can end up summoning a Warden by triggering that. So you're going to have to kind of figure out, like, what do I want to do? Do I want to go one way or do I want to go the other? And then we're going to continue down here. It's a narrow corridor right here, just a really close corridor to slingshot you through. The narrow corridors are probably going to have a lot of blue ice because I really want those really narrow corridors to be like you zip right through those sections. Most of the track will be packed ice, but there's going to be like blue ice sections to help speed you up, especially along like the back walls and stuff like that. Like to really, if you drift around like the outer edge of the walls and stuff like that, you'll pick up extra speed. And so then I finally did it. I kept talking about it, and then I did it on the stream the other day. You can see all the glow berries and stuff again up above me here. We've added them everywhere. Oh, diamonds. I finally incorporated the Warden mouth into the whole design of the racetrack here. So we take a turn here, and then we're going to zoom our way right down this corridor here. All the way down, all the way down. You can see a mine shaft right there. See that? Literally, it's either one big one or two little ones sitting right on top of the ancient city. So we come right down here, and you're going to be able to see like that big Warden mouth, like, oh. And then the problem is right on the other side of this wall over here, there's another Skulk sensor, or Shrieker, I should say. And I think, is there one over here? Oh, no, it's further down. So there's one over there that you're going to activate unless you can hug this corner here. But then you're going to get into this tight corridor with blue ice, and then there's going to be another Skulk Shrieker, like... Yeah, right there. There's a Skulk Shrieker right there that's going to really, really be able to get you. That's gonna, you know, be able to summon in a Warden. Like, you're going to get that darkness effect. And it's already going to be so dark on the track, and that's kind of the cool thing. Unless you get areas like these where we have some lava pouring down. More glow berries up there. And now we're going to come over into here. This nice wide area opens up here, so you got big ice area to play with. Big space. Another hairpin turn. All the way around the corner there. And we're going to come down through here. And I think I need to eat. Yep. So we're going to come down through here. We punched a hole right in this wall here. And same thing as the other one down there. If you hug this inside corner, you might be able to avoid triggering the Skulk Shrieker that's on the other side of that wall over there. Or not. Or not. Could be tricky. So then we continue down through here, down the back section. All the way around here. And this is going to be interesting because now you've got a choice. Ooh. There's this back corridor here, which is a little bit tighter, but it's a straight shot down to the next turn. Or you could take this nice big turn in here, which will lead you right over here. But there's going to be some obstacles in here that you could hit your boat on and potentially slow you down. Like I'm thinking maybe dripstone on the floor. Diamonds. When we come down through here, you're going to turn around here. I had to relocate all this lava because you'll remember it was spilling all over the place down here. We're going to turn down through here. Take this corner right here. All the way around. Take this corner here. And then we enter this last straightaway, which is going to take us all the way down past our starting area. And that officially is one lap of the Warden Grand Prix. That is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for this episode of Tritoncraft. I really, really do hope that you have enjoyed it. And next episode, we are going to have ice in place. We're going to start putting our ice in place, and we're going to get more of our decorations in place here for our Warden Grand Prix. I really hope... That was loud. I really, really hope that you guys are really excited to see this racetrack come to fruition and to see me run some races here. And you know, the annoying thing about this is, though, is I got to collect a whole bunch of ice and stuff again. I mean, I have the ice farm, sure, but like I thought after building like the road to the magical village that I was done with ice boat roads. And of course, here we are again. We're building a freaking racetrack down in the ancient city. So I love your beautiful faces. If you're watching this right around the release time, please don't forget that the live stream for the cure begins with a kickoff event on May 17th. And then the 3 days afterward, May 18th through the 20th, We're going to be hosting dozens and dozens of content creators from around the world, all to raise money for cancer research. If you have a few bucks to spare, that would be great. Come and donate, or visit the link down in the description to donate, livestreamforthecure.com/donate. Come out and hang out. It's a lot of fun. It's amazing, amazing content. A lot of people put a lot of hard work into really, really fun content, and it's all to raise money for a really, really great cause, and that's a world immune to cancer, which is something that I really, really hope that we can one day achieve. So yeah, I hope to see you there. Thank you so much, regardless, for watching. Even if you can't donate, just please help us. Come and hang out in the chat. Come and support the event in any way. Engagement, engagement, engagement drives everything, and that's what we need the most. So I do hope that you're having an absolutely amazing day. Thank you so, so much for watching. Thank you so, so much for supporting Tritoncraft, and I will see you next time.